Hi guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back. Today I'm here to do a quick flip cup Dutch pour in blues. I remembered when I was doing my last one last weekend for the challenge where it was monochromatic was the theme and I used a bunch of blues and I tried a cut bottom flower that didn't work, so then I tilted. But anyway, whenever I was using all those blues, it reminded me that sometime last summer I had a request from a friend for blues and black, and I never got around to doing it. I didn't really forget, I just never really had a whole lot of blues mixed up at once, and now that I do, I thought I would go ahead and try a Dutch pour with a black base coat and some blues. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of these. I have Payne's Gray, Pearlessence, and Silver as well, but I was afraid I would pour too much on the canvas if I just did a pour on the canvas, so I'm going to layer a cup and flip the cup and then use the blow dryer. So I'm just going to start with, I want to move this out of the way a little bit. Just going to start and layer my cup. Start with some Prussian blue. It's a really dark blue. And maybe, I think I'll go Pearl Electric Blue next. And just see how full we get the cup before I decide, whoops, hold on. Before I decide whether I'm going to use all of the colors or not. I've been having a hard time with my music. I keep getting copyright claims, even though I search Spotify and I select songs that are from royalty-free or copyright-free playlists. So I'm not sure if this is going to have music or if I'm just going to let it go like this. This is a self-mixed indigo, which is also pretty dark. And a pearl sky blue. I love these Arteza paints. I need to get some more of these Arteza metallics. This is a phthalo blue that I added some coconut milk hair serum to so that I can have some cells. This is a cerulean blue. Maybe, hold on, maybe I should put some pearlescence there because I've been trying to do non-metallic, metallic, back and forth. So we'll put some pearlescence here to kind of break it up a little bit too. To add a little bit of lightness so it's not all dark. This is cerulean blue. And then I have this Iridescent self-mixed Ultramarine blue. It's Ultramarine blue plus Iridescent white. So it's a little bit lighter than Ultramarine blue. And it's shimmery. It's really, that one's really pretty when it dries. So that's, I have a few colors left. I think I'll go ahead and use this sky blue next. And I will put some pearlescence there. And now I'm getting lighter as I go. So since I'm getting lighter again, I think I'm going to add a touch of Prussian blue again. I know I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too light either. And add that pearlescence again. Add some cobalt blue. And pearlescence, just a little bit, and then a little bit more of this indigo. Pearlescence again. Sorry, I may be making it too light. And then I think for the last one, I may do I don't know if I have powder blue and light blue violet. I'm not sure if I want to use those or not. I don't think I do. Not in this one. So I think I will. I have this Payne's Gray here. This is what I'm going to use for my flood coat. I'll add a little bit of Payne's Gray on top. And I'll move all of these colors. Okay, and I'm going to use Payne's Gray and silver for my flood coats, my circle around. Alright, I'll move this back. So now I'm going to flip my cup. Let that sit for just a second for the paint for a couple minutes for the paint to come out of there. Okay, I've let the cup sit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to lift the cup and put some rings around this paint and then use the hairdryer and see what we get. Okay, most of that came out. I love looking at the inside of the cup. If that settles and there's any paint in there, I'll save it and maybe use later for something. So far, that looks really cool. I want to make sure it doesn't go too much one way. Okay, now I'm going to ring it in Payne's Gray. And some silver right on top of that Payne's Gray. It looks really pretty. And I could just tilt from here, but I've been enjoying the Dutch pour lately. So there's some silver, so we'll get some shimmer in there too, hopefully. And set my cup aside. I don't want to spill it. I don't know, should I torch? I'll torch a little bit just to pop any bubbles before I get started. Okay, now I will grab my hairdryer and see what happens. Okay, and I'll let that sit for just a second before I spray to the edges. It looks really neat already. Okay. Now I will go for the edges and see what I can get. Maybe turn it a little bit. Nah. Okay, now I'll go for the edges and see what I can get. I have a couple of corners that aren't covered yet, and that's okay. There's that black base coat. I thought I would get more cells from the coconut milk hair serum in that phthalo blue. It looks really neat though. I don't know if I should tilt some more, or not tilt, blow dry it some more, or just leave it like that with the black edges. I could even take this paint off the table and touch my edges. lot of little silvery speckles down in here from the silver and the pearlescent. I like all of those colors. I think I'm just going to leave it. I may try to just touch my corners with some of the blue color that has blown off. That one was very small spot on my corner. These corners are very large sections. I don't know if I want to touch those or just let it be black. I'm always afraid that by touching it, I'm gonna make it worse. I'm gonna watch it develop a little bit more. I wish I would have gotten more cells out of it, but overall it looks really neat. I think I may just leave those corners and that side spot right there. I don't know what that side looks like. I touched this one up, but I think I'll just leave the others. Scrape underneath. Get some of this excess paint off so it doesn't keep pulling it off as it drips. I'll have to do that side after I turn the camera off. I see some more small cells developing as it sits. It looks pretty neat. Yeah, I tried to finish that corner. I should have just left it alone. I will just leave the other corners alone and let them be black. If there's any white showing through, whenever it dries, I'll add a little bit more black on there to cover it up. And I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'll scrape the other side and I'll take you down for a close-up. And as always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested. And have a blessed day. Bye. Okay guys, here I'm going to do a quick close-up, but I may do another one later and add to the end, just in case any more little cells or little details pop up while I leave it to sit to dry. So I'm going to go around and show you what it looks like right now, and this is from my side of the table, so it's upside down to the way you are seeing it. I think it looks really neat. I really like this, so I may try some more monochromatic themed Dutch pours soon. But I'm just going to zoom in and show you the corners. I'm sorry if there's a glare. I hope you can see that shimmer. That's from the Pearlessence and probably the silver and the iridescent white that's mixed in with my ultramarine blue. It's going to be really nice when it dries. It will be about a month before I varnish this, but I really may just decide to list this on my new Facebook page for sale. I'm not sure yet. I want to try to get more towards the idea of selling some of my paintings. That corner is very bare in that side, but I think that's okay. A lot of people with Dutch pours don't even cover as much of the canvas as what I try to do, so I think it'll be okay. These little silvery pearlescent cells popping in down here are really nice. I torched again to try to bring up some more, and I may do it another time or two just to see if I can bring any reaction from those metallics. That looks really neat right there with that silver or pearlescence against that. Probably Payne's gray is probably what that really dark spot is. So that's probably the silver and the Payne's gray. Overall, I really like this. I think it looks really cool. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and have a blessed day. Bye.